Today's topic, slavery. No, it's not that. I hope you got that reference. I want to talk about some misinformed comments and really annoying things that's been coming out since we made those quote-unquote drama videos. Hope you guys enjoyed a trilogy video. I give you a very heated first phase, right? The first video was just going boom, 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 just putting people on blast. But I kept it respectable. Second one, a little bit more chill, trying to, cool down the flames. Third one, gave you guys my entire fucking life story. Who asked, bro? Nobody asked. I thought it would be just a better way to do that rather than just glazing myself and being like, oh yes, I'm so good, I'm so perfect. Right now, I have a couple talking points I want to talk about. First things first. Most people, right? Most people, very reasonable. I'm really appreciative that pretty much everybody that watched the video, not everybody, but I say pretty much, as in like a lot of the people, right? Majority of people actually took their time to watch the video and all the way through. They didn't get clip chimped. They didn't get triggered or jump to a random face without having context. They watched most of it, right? Let's bring up this and let's bring up this, right? This is the phase 1 with the Your Boy Roshi one. And then this is phase 2 with Nicholas Wright, right? And a lot of people are agreeing with me and basically saying, true, bro. I can't believe you're so good at what these takes, because I, again, don't take sides. Remember, I'm always trying to look at the objective truth and trying to break apart scenarios and explain to you exactly what's going on. And I'm so appreciative that so many people, the comments are going crazy, the likes are going great, the ratios are perfectly fine, and most people understand. But there's always select few that's just so fucking beyond retarded that I can't believe that you exist as a person. I can't believe that you have the same amount of rights as I do when we go and cast a ballot, right? When we go vote for the next president. And here are some of the comments, right? Most people, very reasonable, and I'm so thankful, right? Some people, beyond retarded. And it's probably not your fault. You were probably set up for failure the moment that you came out of your mom's womb. You're probably grew up in a shitty environment where your parents never taught you anything. You have the critical thinking skills of probably still a kindergartner. You're illiterate. You have no patience. The moment that you came out, you spawned. You're probably like an iPad kid. You have no ability to focus and critically think beyond 5 seconds. The only thing that you can see is glittering lights and jingling keys, and you can only think one step ahead. That's all you can see. You can't understand complex thoughts or a logical decision tree of the case I'm building. In phase 1, what do? I put people on blast. Then, what did I do? Broke down the scenario and built a case. Ultimately, I defend Roshi's stance, right? On why they want to drop it, why they don't want to pause. If you want to go get the full details, it's in the fucking video. But basically, I'm pro Roshi in phase 1. Here's the comments that I'll read some of them. Some people are like, you are a clout chaser. All you're doing is just chasing after clout and seeing such big creators because you're jealous. What a fucking dumbass take. Because first of all, that's the take of a fucking tourist. Because if you know me, you know the way that I handle these things. I don't care how big or small you are. Here's an example right here, right? Here's an example. Where's the video? You guys remember the one where we made the Call the Night drama video? Let me scroll down. It's gonna take a bit. This motherfucker right here. This is a random kid with barely 1,000 subscribers talking shit. So I addressed it in the same way that I do. 10K views. I'm not clout chasing. I'm simply handling the state of affairs in my community and in my niche. And if it happens to be someone big, then you have an excuse to say I'm clout chasing. Small or big, I handle this shit the exact same fucking way. In fact, it would be better for me to just completely glaze Roshi and basically say, oh, they can do no wrong. They're so perfect. Oh, I just suck their fucking dick and hope that I can ride off of their audience. That's not what I do. Do you know why people continue to watch me despite how arrogant and how just rough around the edges that I come off? Some people find my channel for the first time. They cannot, for the sake of themselves, understand why I have people that watch me. They can't imagine why I have supporters. I go around calling people retard monkeys. I'm so mean in the way I say things. But here's the thing. Even if I'm mean, I'm not wrong. And people appreciate the honesty and the authenticity and the genuine effort that I try. I give a fuck and actually try to cover the truth. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. That's stupid. There is no single way you and I will ever agree with everything. But the attempt at me coming with a truthful and an honest perspective, people respect that. People enjoy that. That's why like commentary channels like Asmongold too, no matter how divisive and how like volatile he may come off, he still has such a big audience because we try to tell the fucking truth. And in this case, I tell the truth. But so many idiots, Roshi fans, will come in, don't even watch the video, they'll immediately start typing, "Oh, you're a fucking hater. Oh, this is so fucking cringe. You're just hating on this guy." You fucking moron. I am defending this guy more than anyone else attempted to, but you don't even understand because you have the attention span of a fucking plankton. You can't possibly remember what happened 30 seconds ago, let alone watch a fucking 30-minute breakdown video. So I guess it's my fault that like I have these expectations from these goddamn monkeys. But here's the thing. Remember, most people got it. Most people are reasonable people that watch the video, understand what I'm saying, and they're like, you know what? True. You are so out of you're out of line for saying these things, but you know what? True. That's what most people think. And I'm so glad for that. Here's the other thing too, bro. Fucking phase 2. Nicholas Light. Nicholas Light drama. And I explain why he's being like that. Right? In phase 2, what do? People thought that this was the opportunity. Remember, there's a lot of fucking haters for Nicholas Light. He has a lot of haters because of the way that he presents himself. Very volatile guy. Just as many supporters that he has, he also has that many haters too. And people thought that like I was gonna put him on blast. People thought that I was gonna crucify him because these are, again, not my fans. They're haters of Nicholas Light tweeting at him saying, "Oh, you deleted your tweets. You cleansed your profile because you're scared Kaka TV's coming for you." They have no fucking clue of the relationship that we have behind the scenes. They have no clue about our past. In fact, I'm probably, again, the #1 Nicholas Light glazer. In fact, if I do this, Nicholas Light, if I just search this, what shows up? Do you see all these videos? Every one of these videos are pretty much me being positive. Even this one, I'm a better reactor than Nicholas Light, clickbait title. You click onto it, you'll understand the context of it. I protect this guy more than anyone fucking else. And then you got motherfuckers coming in saying, dirty fence sitter. And for people that don't understand what this means, let me draw you a picture. Basically, in the reality of these stupid children where the world exists in just black and white, zeros and ones, true, false, there is no nuance, there's no spectrum. All they can do is wage in tribalism. This is it right here. Are you ready? There's the left, right? There's the left, and then there's the right. Just like politics, left and right. And only children and people just incapable of critical thinking will basically always say, we're this side or we're this side. And they engage in stupid fucking tribalism, team sports. Like, you're either on our side or you're against us. This is one of the fundamental things that mass media corporations and the people with true power in this world utilize to divide the working class. The working class is so fucking stupid. They are illiterate. They're unreasonable. And basically, politicians and media will propagate these culture war bullshit. For example, trans women in sports. We can all agree that a guy that claims to be trans and goes and dominates these athletic competitions is ridiculous. Of course it is. But if you really take a zoom back and look at the amount of cases that this actually happens, it's such a non-issue. It's a fucking speck of a dot in the ocean. But the media will propagate this and whip up people in a frenzy where now the working class, we should be working together Instead, we're divided and fighting amongst each other about, oh, is transgender bathrooms a good thing or not? Oh, is trans athletes in sports competition a good thing or not? Instead of thinking about, why are the fucking housing prices this expensive? Why are my groceries this expensive? Why is it that after I get a fucking paycheck, by the end of the month, half of it goes to rent, and I can't even imagine the future for myself? Why is the birth rate fucking declining, and instead of the government taking care of us and propping us up, they're importing in immigrants and making them do the shitty jobs, and then the immigrants get hated on, and then racism increases while we are too busy again engaging in tribalism, left versus right. It's so fucking stupid. And the average person, again, is so fucking dumb that we'll never get out of it. We will always be divided, and this is how they conquer us. This is how they keep us from uniting. The monkeys cannot unite and rise up against, and instead, we're just waging in stupid-ass fucking culture wars because they don't even know who to fucking get upset at. Here's another example. You ever go to a restaurant and you don't tip, and then the server gets fucking mad at you? And then the server says, why didn't you tip? And I say, it's not my fucking obligation to tip. I'm actually picking this food up. And then they say, well, what the fuck? I'm not getting paid anything because this business works off of people subsidizing my salary from you. You need to tip. And instead of the server taking a moment to think about, why does the rule exist like this? Why is the system built like this where the boss doesn't pay me and I'm expecting these customers to pay me? The corporation has the fucking working class fighting amongst themselves without making them fucking think, bro. Now, we're getting a little bit to, conspiracy theory right now and going to politics, but I really wanted to bring this example to clearly portray an image of what I'm going to say right now. The term fence sitter, this is right here. This is the fence. The line that divides left and right. If you are not a Nicholas Light Glazer, then you must be a hater. And if you're not hating him, then you must be glazing him. This is the way that these fucking knuckle-dragging baboons think online. They have no, critical thinking skills or logical understanding of what I do in this video and explain in depth the mentality of somebody who is at the top of their game, who is most likely getting pressured and having a manic episode and is probably making mistakes and rage bait farming and basically engaging in this toxic bullshit. I go in and try to empathize with them and say, give him a fucking break. Understand that he's a human too. But people in the comments will be like, oh, I can't believe it. You're a fucking glazer. But they don't even watch the video. Some people are just saying, oh, you're a fucking glazer. And some other people are just completely saying, oh, what the fuck? You're hating on him for no reason. These people never actually watch the videos. They haven't even watched it. They go off of the headlines and they have selective bias hearing. They just want to hear what they want to hear. I don't give a fuck about this emotional argument. All logic and rationality goes out the fucking window the moment that you bring emotions into this. I don't give a fuck about your pussy ass feelings. All I care about is the objective truth, okay? All I care about is cold numbers and logic. And I approach this with the level of pragmatism that a lot of people appreciate. But again, children, they're so fucking stupid that they don't even watch these videos. People are saying you're just hating on Roshi when this entire video is protecting Roshi. Some people here are even saying, oh, you are a fucking echo chamber. If my channel was a fucking echo chamber, why do I got retards on both sides saying, oh, you're not hating on Nick enough? And then the other side is, oh, you're not glazing Nick enough. Because at the end of the day, these are stupid children that doesn't realize that society exists, world exists in a very nuanced way. It's not left versus right, okay? It's a spectrum. There is a spectrum of things that can happen. Sometimes there's gonna be data points here. Sometimes there's gonna be data points here. And sometimes there's gonna be data points here. And instead of just being a fucking idiot and approaching this like it's black and white and using just an emotional appeal, your personal bias, I don't give a fuck if you hate Roshi or if you love him. I don't care if you love Nicholas Light or hate Nicholas Light. I don't care about that at all because that is bringing emotions into it. And once you bring emotions into it, you can no longer see the objective truth. I covered this shit on a fucking spectrum and explained to you exactly what's going on to stoke conversation. But again, there is no point to expect this level of thinking and understanding from these retard children, because again, they just don't have it like that. They'll never have it like that. These are illiterate idiots or man children that are just far too gone, and they're always going to exist on the internet. And I'm so glad that the vast majority of people are very, very reasonable, understanding people that know exactly what I'm talking about. And basically, I'm preaching to the choir right now, but I just wanted to get this off my chest because, my God, some people, this term fence sitter is so fucking stupid because they treat it like, oh, you're a stupid fence sitter, as if, like, you need to pick a side. No, you're a fucking side picker. You're a fucking filthy side picker, dude, with the hard R. I'm using that like a fucking slur. You're a dirty side picker, and you don't even use your head to understand why you're even in that side. All you do is cry and complain using your emotions, and you can't think straight. Filthy ass side picker, keep picking your side.